What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Get It Right Saturday Night Podcast. I'm your host, Mark Francis, here with my fellow co-host, Oscar Morale,
Hey guys, how you doing?
and the Colin Fursley,
Hey, what's up?
aka Zach Campbell Jr., but
Man,
if you know, you know.
you
We
know
got
that.
a we got a pretty nice one for you today. We got some good topics. We're coming into the spring season of many sports now, so why don't you get right into it with some MLB baseball news? Colin?
Yep. So, the Marlins have signed former Chicago White Sox shortstop Tim Anderson to a one-year deal worth $5 million. Now, I'm actually excited about this. I feel like
I
Tim
am
Anderson
too.
was a really, really good player for the White Sox. Now, last year, obviously, he had a really, really down year. I think he had the worst OPS in baseball. Um, but uh, before that, he was really solid, has a good glove, hits very well. So I mean, hopefully he can come back into his form from 2021, around that time period. But other than that, I'm very excited. I don't know what you guys think about it.
Definitely, I agree with you. Um, Definitely a down year last year. Didn't have many hits, but definitely before that, I mean, he was playing great, and he played a lot of games. 2021 played 123 games and was averaging 309, which is absolutely absurd. And I mean, he's definitely a good player. Excited to have him on the team here. Definitely fits with what Skip is building here in Miami. Clearly, we lost Jorge Soler to the Giants. Power hitter, probably our second best hitter on our team, of course, besides Luis Ariz. But uh, I like this. I think a 1 year deal is good. If he plays well, we'll sign him for more. Definitely some interesting things to go on with the Marlins. People were talking about Josh Bell getting traded or Jake Berger. A lot of things going on, but good signing. Good by the Marlins.
Yeah, I agree. Just ditto to what you're saying, Mark. Hopefully he has bounced back from his previous season and he can help contribute to the rebuilding team to hopefully get some build on the success they had last year.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. That was just a quick little segment right there. Now we're gonna transition to the main part of the podcast for the day. Last weekend was MLB All-Star Weekend. And let's start it off with
MLB.
what? Oh, NBA All-Star Weekend. I
NBA.
said MLB. My bad. I'm just so excited for the MLB season to start. Spring training starts today. Thank you, Mark,
Of
for reminding
course,
me that.
Yes,
Colin.
sir.
So,
Let's go
absolutely,
Dodgers. Let's go Padres.
bro. What are
First
you
game of
What
the
are you
year.
saying?
talking about?
All right. Well, anyway, NBA All-Star Weekend was last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and all right, let's start off with the skills challenge. That was prior to the game. I believe it was on Friday.
No,
So,
it's skills challenges on Saturday.
sorry,
Colin.
Saturday.
No, that's all right.
Yeah. Well,
He does
well,
not know ball.
Not
okay.
currently. Not
Basically,
currently.
not currently. Okay. Basically, what I want to discuss before we talk about the actual game itself, which is a whole nother story, is the All-Star Weekend is dead. Like it's terrible. I feel like it's been
Well,
lack of effort, not a lot of fun, high-flying entertainment that we used to see in the past. So we'll start off with the skills challenge. I mean, first of all, if an NBA player can't dribble around little standstill
Well,
things, then
you would be surprised. Like there was a lot of players that didn't do the skills challenge
I
correctly.
know they didn't know which way to go. Someone like bounced it off their foot. Was it Scotty
Yeah, Scotty
Barnes?
Barnes.
Like, like, like you're not trying. Like, what are you doing? It's just really bad. I don't know what you guys thought about the skills challenge, specifically.
I mean, I'll be so real with you. I think ever since I think last time I really watched an All-Star game, I think it was probably when Kobe was still in the league, maybe, or LeBron was on the Heat. Um, you know, uh, I've seen clips of it. I think,
It's not true.
I don't know why they're doing skills challenge. I think the skills is based off of how like good you're doing in the games, not how good you're dribbling. I mean, Jalen Brown can't dribble with his left hand. I mean, if he was in there, I mean, I don't know what you'd do.
Well, speaking of Jalen Brown, the dunk contest. was quite
Well,
intriguing.
okay, let's
I
go.
think we'll yeah,
Let's
I think
let.
we'll get onto that later. I'll
But yes,
uh
I have a lot to say about the dunk contest as well.
I
So I'll flip
Yeah,
I
I
it.
do
will
too.
say the skills challenge when it was first introduced was a neat idea, but I feel like they should replace it with a 1v1 tournament, like a little 1v1 tournament, very quick. Fills in the same amount of time slot because the skills challenge takes up most of Saturday evening. Actually, it's the very first thing and it's the longest. So I feel like if you replace it with maybe a 1v1 challenge where a lot of your star players would definitely be interested in something like that, and you verbally have Kevin Durant on record of saying that he would be very interested in partaking in a 1v1 tournament of some sort. Uh, and you'd have a lot of players that would be very interested in that, and I feel like the fans would love an event like that. Just a skills challenge, it's as sad as it is to say, it's just outdated, man. There's nothing interesting about it.
I
Yeah,
agree, man.
and you can tell that with the players as well. Like Anthony Edwards shooting with his left hand, like they don't care about it and they're not trying, and it just makes it a boring thing to watch. So
It's
that's
just,
my opinion.
you know, I feel like, okay, so the All Stars and the Pro Bowl, and all these different things, they all seem to be very outdated. So in all the sports, they all seem to be very outdated to what our generation as kids used to enjoy, right?
No,
When
not even our
but
generation, our
even
parents'
probably,
generation. Yeah,
yeah, I mean even before, um, but it is outdated. And I think they could replace that whole thing with clearly, I would say 1v1s or maybe a fan interactive sort of event. Maybe. Uh, it just if the players aren't going to care about doing this, then why have it in the first place? At that point, just call it a spring break, right? Just it's right in the middle of the season, it's spring break. The players get a week off.
you could do something like players versus Joe. You have one random NBA player selected has to go up against four random Joes selected in the arena. Game to 21
Right?
Yeah, I mean,
would be a good
That is funny.
idea.
That is
again,
funny. I would
there's
like
so
to see
many
that.
different things you can do that as the viewers we would enjoy. I just don't think the NBA is doing that correct right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you go to the 3-point contest, which I think was actually entertaining. I think the 3-point contest was the most entertaining, fun part of the entire
I
game.
wouldn't say the most actually. I liked one thing more than the 3-point contest.
What was that?
It was the Steph versus UNESCO
Okay, well, yeah,
challenge.
yeah, but that's the 3-point contest. Like that's
Yeah,
literally a
it's
3-point contest.
Yeah, I
I'm
actually.
I'm combining the two.
All right, yeah, we can combine the two then. That's fine.
Okay. Okay, let's start with the actual 3-point contest because that happened first, right? So what was it? 4 or 5 players all scored 26,
Yeah, it was
right?
very good. It was
yeah,
very
something like that. Yeah,
nice. It was competitive. It was good. It was fun
Yeah.
to watch, man.
Yeah, it was fun. And then the last
and did
shot,
it?
Damian Lillard won it. And
Yeah, didn't
On the
Dame
last
came
win?
down
shot.
on the last shot.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
exactly. It was Dame time.
Yeah. So that was entertaining. I liked saying that. Mark, you wanted to say something?
No, I just want to say I do like the 3-point contest, and I like the dunk contest as well. Uh,
I would also like to note Steph Curry on his first try got a higher score than Dame Lillard on his
That
uh
is true.
yeah,
uh
His winning
which
attempt.
winning
which uh,
round.
which which
Yeah.
which which
Yeah.
also brings me to one quick idea. Uh, I mean, Curry wasn't in the 3-point contest like
Yeah,
officially,
because
right?
we know that he would win it.
Yeah,
Period.
but I mean, I think so. I think there should be a three. There's an idea that I've had for 3-point contest. Okay, there's players like Bam Adebayo that don't really shoot threes. You have players like Giannis Antetokounmpo that don't really shoot threes. I say have the dunk contest, but split it into, right? Have it where you have your shooters, and it's just a fun, like shooters can shoot, like just popping off, dropping 26, 27 points. And then have a portion where it's all your big guys that don't really shoot your threes. You know what I mean? And make it entertaining. It's a laughable, fun event. I mean, imagine seeing Joel Embiid just banking threes back to back to back, or you see Bam Adebayo, or you see
You talk
Giannis.
about the game or the skills challenge right now,
I,
or
no,
game?
I'm talking about the 3-point contest. I think that's something I would like for them to incorporate in the 3-point contest. Make it like have it the competitive side of it and have it that fun side where you actually get to see these players that don't really shoot threes maybe show off
So
what they're capable of.
like a non 3-point shooting 3-point contest.
Yeah, exactly. Like a
Okay,
big, yeah, like I mean, there's a lot of players in the NBA that
like
don't really
Ben
shoot.
Simmons. Just
Yeah,
embarrass that
yeah.
man.
Throw Ben Simmons in there. Throw Giannis. I mean, Giannis he takes 30 minutes to
Yeah,
shoot
but
a free throw.
no one's gonna want to do that though.
I bet you a lot more people would watch it though.
No, a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah,
actually
but no one. You can't watch it if their players don't do it. Their players
no.
aren't gonna do that.
I think some players would do it. I think
You
some
think
players.
they're gonna want to embarrass themselves? No, they're
Hey,
not.
no, it's not embarrassing
It's
themselves.
all in good fun, right?
It's all in good fun.
Hmm.
Exactly. I
I
mean,
don't know if they view it like that.
Well, maybe you need something like that so that the players start taking it more seriously.
I mean,
Mm,
I mean, I wouldn't say seriously. I would
yeah,
say
because they take the 3-point contest seriously
yeah,
already.
but I would say make it so it's something unique, you know? Make it so you have players that aren't great in one thing doing something else and just trying their best. That's fun. I mean, I, I'm 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 pretty sure I can't dunk. Dude, if you threw me a trampoline and put me in the dunk contest, shoot, I you best believe I'm gonna do a 180, 360, 720 through the legs, windmill, ooga booga type wombo combo dunk and get a 50, you know what I mean? But
I want to see that.
I'm not capable of doing that. So if Bam Adebayo isn't capable of shooting threes, or it doesn't really shoot threes, why not have a fun contest for them to do it?
Hey man, I mean it's not a bad idea. I'm just saying that the players would never agree to
Yeah,
it.
And
I don't think the 3-point contest is necessarily the point of contention here in
Yeah,
All Star Weekend.
that's yeah,
and I'm
exactly.
not saying I'm short. All right, for all you
Yeah,
ladies
you are.
watching,
He's like 5'7".
I'm
He's like
not
5'6"
five
or
seven.
5'7".
And
I'm
you're being
5'8".
generous, Colin.
I'm 5'8" and a half. Okay, let's get it right.
Oh, dude, if you have to add a half, you're short. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
if that kid from Pat McAfee adds his half age, I could add my half height. Okay, so I'm
Yeah,
just
but
saying.
he adds his half age because he's young. So if you have to add your
Yeah, and
half
I'm
height,
young,
then that
free,
means
and
you're
wild.
short. Bro, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, anywho, let's move on to okay. Do you want to talk, Oscar? You want to talk about the Sabrina and Steph contest?
So yeah, I think it was just before we move on, the 3-point contest, good, we covered that, but I really liked what they introduced this year in the uh, I guess champions 3-point contest. So that not last year because Dame was last year's champion, but the best 3-point contestant from the NBA in the history of the contest versus the best WNBA contestant, who by the way she still holds the record for the best outing at a 3-point contest, only missing one shot,
Yeah,
which is
that's ridiculous.
crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
And it was her
absolutely
first shot
wild.
too.
Yeah, it was her very first shot that she made every single other shot. Uh, I think it should be noted that I believe she shot that contest from the WNBA 3-point
Yeah,
line,
because it was the WNBA All Star.
which is slightly closer, but that does not take away from the fact of how incredible it was. And
Yeah,
honestly,
absolutely.
during the contest, I was rooting for her to win it. I think it would have been an amazing moment to have someone like UNESCO winning that sort of challenge. I think it's something they can implement every year. So the champion of the previous year's 3-point contest versus uh, the WNBA's 3-point contest champion go out there and do a 1 round show off and see who wins and gets the 3-point contest belt.
Yeah,
You
that'd
know,
be a good idea. They also there are talks about adding making it a 2v2. So
yeah,
Caitlin Clark can
I was
potentially
thinking
go
about
against
I
that
Dame.
would love
during
that.
I was thinking about that during the contest. Like, if this was like a tag team type thing, where it
Yeah.
was like 2 rounds and the teams like points totals added up, that would be super cool too.
I agree. I agree. I
Yeah,
think it'd be sick.
absolutely. I
If you
think
had
that'd
like
be sick.
Curry and Dame versus Sabrina and I mean
They're
anyone
talking about
else.
Caitlin Clark next year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly, if you have Sabrina and Caitlin Clark going up against Dame and Curry, that's
Or
a
well,
that's fun.
they were thinking about Steph and Clay maybe.
yeah. Well,
Oh,
either
the
way, the
Splash
Splash
Bros.
Brothers. Yeah, yeah. Well, either way, I mean, speaking on Caitlin Clark, she right now is the biggest college athlete in the nation. Period.
Oh
She's
yeah,
estimated
absolutely.
at over the $3 million valuation for a college athlete. is insane.
I absolutely agree.
And she's a woman, so I'm glad that these women are now leading the college athletics in the field and being role models and being leaders. And it's good to show the progress on where we've come from in sports to where a player like Caitlin Clark can captivate a whole nation at a college like, and I know this is gonna sound rude, but at a college like Iowa, it's not a big program like UNC or Duke.
Yeah.
It's in a small town school, but she's captivating the whole nation. So it's
Well, I mean,
amazing to see that we have the possibility of athletes like this coming around, and hopefully we're gonna have more going forward in the future.
I agree with you fully, and I feel like one of the things that really has benefited all athletes in general is this new NIL era. I think it's
Yeah,
really
of
interesting. I mean,
course.
clearly, when a player is valued and they're not just as a good athlete, right? But they're a
As
personality,
a
they're
brand, right?
respected. Exactly.
Caitlin Clark is already a
Caitlin Clark
brand.
is already a brand. She's inspiring young women to be like just to do what they would want to do. If a young girl wants to go and play basketball for her dream school, let's say her dream school is Florida State, she wants to go play basketball for them. I mean, she's inspiring so many people, and I feel like it is because of this NIL era that we're in right now. And
I don't think
clearly,
it's just purely because of
no,
that, but
no,
it helped. It
but
definitely
it's
helps.
helped because it puts a lot of
Yeah,
players, it
the
puts a lot more
athletes
players on the radar.
for
Not
sure.
college isn't now just about the March Madness and then the college football playoffs. It's about way more than that, and it's shown in all these different sports, gymnastics and all these different things. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
it's
And
really
women's volleyball. I mean, last year we had the most attendance for a volleyball game ever be
yeah,
a
yeah,
NCAA volleyball game,
yeah.
women's volleyball game. So
Was
a lot of the
Nebraska
yeah,
the team playing?
I
Or
think
was
so. I mean,
Nebraska and someone else?
either way, we're just seeing a complete and utter rise in women's sport, which is just amazing to see.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, now let's move
Yeah, it
on
was
to the
Nebraska.
contest.
Well, yeah, we went on a little side tangent. Thanks for reeling
Yeah.
us back in there, Colin.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Colin. Colin
Oh, no,
Fursley in the flesh. Zach
it was
Hampel
a,
Jr.
oh my God. Okay. Thank you, Mark. All right. Well, anyway, let's move on to the dunk contest. It was terrible. It was
Yeah,
really bad.
Honestly, it wasn't terrible. I think what ruined it for here's why I'm saying this. I think what ruined it for me was the fact that Jalen Brown progressed to the final round. I think Toppin should have definitely been in that final round, and maybe it would have been a lot more exciting in the final round. But I just don't think Jalen Brown deserved to be in that final round. Matt McClung was doing some historical dunks. I mean, and it's sad to see that because the dunk contest as a whole wasn't as good, that his dunks are a bit uh underappreciated now. I mean, he did a crazy first dunk where he let go of the ball in midair
Yeah.
and then tomahawked it in, just absolutely boom, yam that reverse.
yam time.
And yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, is somebody hungry because it's yam time?
Yeah. I mean, I agree. That first dunk was really, really good. However, the other dunks he did last year, he just repeated the same dunks as last year. So it wasn't anything crazy. I
Yeah,
mean, Jalen.
there was some variation, but
Yeah, but it's the same concept. I mean, Jalen
but
Brown.
he also there was no, this is what I'm saying, like there was no need for him to innovate. He wasn't pushed in the final round, so he just kind of did like the same thing, and
Yeah.
he still won it, which is what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
I blame it more on the judges than I do
Well,
on
yeah, the
We
McClung
need a
judges were
himself.
bad.
we
The
need a
judges were bad,
Zach
but
Levine versus Aaron Gordon dunk contest again.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that dunk
But
contest was
That
the thing,
historic.
was
just a
insane.
quick little side note with the judges. I don't understand why they changed the scoring system to out of 50 like per person. That doesn't make any sense. Because like they're okay, if you think a dunk is an 8, right? Because that's what everyone goes off of, an 8 out of 10, right? 8 times 5 judges, that's 40. So you'd give a 40, but the lowest score is a 46. You're telling me that all those scores are more than all those dunks are more than a 9? That doesn't make any sense. I don't understand the out of 50 thing by the like per judge. I think the 1 out of 10 for each judge makes sense
I think the
because
one
it
out of
adds
ten
up to
is,
get to 50.
and I want to see. Was Shaq judging? I didn't watch it. Is
No,
Shaq a
no,
judge? Why
no.
can't we have Shaq as a judge again? His reactions are crazy. His
I don't
reactions are
know.
great. He goes fucking big
What's
man.
that?
standing
was
up. I mean,
used. Here's the thing: there's no more creativity in these dunks. I mean, Shaq
yeah.
was used as the prop twice in the dunk contest.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly.
do with that what
And
you will. I
going back to
liked.
the actual,
I will
go ahead.
actually, Colin, just cut you off. I did like one of McClung's later dunks where he jumped over two people and he cleared them, like just fully cleared them. That
Yeah,
dunk was insane as well.
yeah,
And because the dunk contest was just a little bit underwhelming, goes also flies under the radar. Um, but yeah,
yeah. Yeah. Also with Jaylen Brown, I mean, what one of his dunks he had Kai Cenat, who's shorter than Mark, so he's
Yeah,
really short.
guys, not
And
sure.
and
He's
he was
funny.
sitting down. He
he
was
was sitting
sitting
down.
down.
He was in a chair, and he jumped over him. Wow, he jumped over
He jumped
what
over
four
Kai
He
foot
jumped
Cenat.
over a
of
chair.
him?
He jumped over a chair. That's what he did. He jumped over his chair.
He jumped
You
over
know,
a
you
chair.
know what we
Yeah.
need. You know what we
uh,
need.
What?
I
Star
think
power. We need star power. I mean,
so.
it's been
So,
said time and time again, but yeah, we
Well,
need.
Jaylen
but
Brown
also
technically is a star in the NBA, and he didn't even do that well.
he can't
I
even
don't
Look,
dribble
think
with his
no, no,
left
no, no.
hand. He
Look me
can't dribble with his
straight in
right
the
hand.
face. Look me straight in the face, and tell me that Jalen Brown is a star without making a
he's
face. Not in your face, and not only that, a star who's good, athletic, and known for dunking. hmm Go ahead, say it.
no okay. Yeah,
Yeah, you
that's what
can.
I'm saying.
Exactly.
Wait,
Exactly.
no. Two things. First of all, what was the name of the game that he was playing in?
The
The
dunk contest.
All-Star game. So
Oh my
that's number
God.
one. Number
That's
two,
that's called
you
Celtics
said
Okay, now you're
favoritism.
an all-star.
okay,
Celtics
but
This game
favoritism.
I
number two,
have
you
made.
said to
Who's
name
more okay?
the
Who's more of an all-star, Jalen Brown or Trey Young?
none of them.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
equals, bruh.
Trey Young.
No, 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 no way! You just said Jalen Brown is equal to Trey
You
Young.
want Trey Young in the dunk contest?
No, no,
Bro,
that's not what I'm saying. I just asked you who is more of an all-star.
They're both all-stars. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
but who's like who would you look at and be like,
Who's
yeah,
a better
that's an
player?
all-star? Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
who's
Trey
more of
Young.
an all-star? The
Okay,
question
Trey
is
Young.
pretty clear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, but look, we're not talking about all stars or stars being in the dunk contest. We're talking about stars who are also good at dunking because you know what I mean?
you have
So
plenty. You have plenty in the league. John Morant, LeBron James, who's never done it. And he's probably at the root of why the dunk contest has been slowly declining over the years. Giannis, I know Giannis was in it, but when he was in it, he wasn't a star, and he wasn't nearly as good as he was at dunking as he is now. I mean, since then, Giannis has had a historic dunk where he cleared a man mid-game. Cleared a man mid-game in Madison Square Garden. All
yeah.
right? That's three off the top. And you just need one more. You gotta have Zach LaVine back, Aaron Gordon back.
we need. I think Zach LaVine,
You
Aaron
gotta have
Gordon,
Derek
maybe.
Jones Jr., Mac
Honestly,
McClung.
even okay,
Bruh.
even Blake Griffin, right? He's
No,
old,
stop it. Stop it. Stop
No,
it.
no,
bro,
no.
bro,
Just stop
You're
it.
bro.
doing too much. You're doing too much. You're doing too
2012,
much.
2011.
Yeah, that
That
was a
That was
was
young.
over 10 years ago, dude. What are you
Yeah, that
I
was
talking
a
know,
about?
young
but
man.
that was
Once
okay.
again,
That's
the weekly example of Mark Francis not knowing ball.
that's okay. That's an example of my childhood because
Dude, is
I do
Blake
not
Griffin even
remember.
in the league?
Yeah, I think
What
so. He
team is he on?
plays
I
in the
think he's like
Nets.
a big
No,
bench warmer. I don't know.
no, he's at
No,
Nets.
he's a free agent. He's not on a team. He's currently
Oh
not
But
on a
okay,
wow.
team.
but can I finish what I'm saying, young feller?
No,
Okay,
no.
Young
I'm gonna say,
fella.
okay, I don't remember the last time I've seen someone jump over a Kia Optima after Blake Griffin. I'll be so
Honestly, me
look,
neither.
look.
Hey,
Okay,
valid take.
I
This is a
have,
valid
I have,
take. I haven't
I have,
either.
I have an idea. Okay, the dunk contest. I love the uniqueness part of it. I think they should do something where they give uh the players in the contest like a little requirement. Like, oh, you have this you have to do. Oh, this person's gonna be there, you have to utilize them in some way. You have this obstacle, you have this thing. Something that is given from the judges that the judges decide. It's like one dunk per round or whatever, right?
There's
It's something.
positives and negatives to that. The positive is you get a script. What you're basically suggesting it's a script, not
I mean,
entirely,
it's
but
not a
it's
script. It's a
No,
prop.
I know what you're
giving a
saying.
prop.
I'm grossly oversimplifying it when I say that, but in essence, you're streamlining the dunk contest. But by doing that, which guarantees a certain level of quality, I get that. But by doing that, you get rid of the creativity and those historic moments and
Not.
those historic dunks.
I, I wouldn't say not necessarily because I would only implement it for maybe one or two times, right? But
Mm.
there's also still creativity inside of it where someone could just be like, "Oh, okay, you gave me this person. Oh, you gave me a chair. Oh, I have a golf cart, for example, something like that. You gotta do something unique out of it. I mean, there's always different ideas that
Well,
someone could
Jalen
think of.
Brown already used the chair, and that was very boring. So we need
Terrible.
Yeah,
no
I
more
know. We need.
chairs.
Maybe if Kai Cenat was standing on the chair.
He still would clear him. I'm not gonna lie. He's still
Well,
short.
Taco Fall is still taller than that, and Aaron Gordon jumped over him. So I don't think that would have made it a lot better, personally.
They gotta have
Yeah,
a
well,
Kia.
whoa. Aaron Gordon did not jump over Taco Fall. He scraped his nuts on the back of his head.
He still,
Yeah,
you
no,
did
He
it,
it's
still
Oscar.
he still
no. I
jumped.
understand. That is an insane dunk. But one thing is clearing, and one thing is,
I didn't say he cleared. I said he jumped over him.
Okay.
Look,
Yeah.
for next year's dunk contest, can we please get a 2025 Kia Optima,
Oh my
please?
god, dude! So, Kia, please sponsor us. We need to get Marcus car.
Kia, please sponsor us. Mercedes, I mean, who I don't care. Dude,
Kia dealership of Golden,
Toyota,
Colorado.
honestly, anyone.
Bruh. Well, anyway, all right. Now let's move
Rick
on to the
Case
main event.
Honda.
Even though he's fat, you could even put Zion in the dunk contest, and it'll be more interesting.
I agree.
Yeah, I would. I think John Moran honestly is like the best person to be in it.
Yo, could you imagine a John Morant versus Zion finals in a dunk contest?
Imagine a
that'd be
John Morant
crazy.
versus like a Zach LaVine or Aaron Gordon.
Bro, stop talking about Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon. They're old. They are old.
Holy Glazer,
It
yo!
don't
Bro,
matter,
Get off,
bro.
get off the tip.
oh my god.
I've been off it
All
for
right.
a while.
Well, now let's move on to the NBA All-Star game itself. So, two team records were broken in this game. First off, the East scored a record 211 points, which is ridiculous. I believe I was thinking about this last time when the game happened. Is this the first time that a Big Four sports game has ever reached 200 points in any game, any sport?
What's Big Four?
Basketball, football, baseball,
Basketball,
hockey.
football, baseball, hockey. Yeah, I think
Now,
so.
granted, obviously, you're not scoring
I
like
mean,
200 points in
freaking
baseball.
duh.
Well, yeah, I know, but it's just crazy to think about that. That
You don't
no
have to say
sport
Big
has
Four
ever.
though.
Huh?
Just basketball. Basketball's the only high-scoring sport out of those four.
No, I know, but it's just crazy to see 200 in a basketball game. But anyway, that was the first one. Second one was combined. Both teams combined for 397 points, which is
Off.
also the record. Now, oh wow, so much offense, so cool. If you actually watch the game, it wasn't even the offense that was
Wasn't
there
even that
wasn't
good.
even that cool. Like just Damian Miller hitting 30 footers. I mean, like I
Yeah,
guess we're
literally.
taking that for granted because of how hard it is, but
Yeah,
still,
no, but Dame hit
they're
a
doing
couple
it pretty
half-court
hard.
shots that were ridiculous, but besides
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
nobody else
yeah,
was doing
I
anything
mean,
like
also
exactly.
besides
all-star
that,
worthy.
what you have Bam Adebayo shooting 1-3 and absolutely draining it. Like wow.
Bro, you just stop it, Mark. Come on. I know I have this banner, but you don't want
Hey,
to talk about the
hey,
most relevant
not
game.
too much, all
I'm
right?
just
Not
saying.
too much.
I'm just saying.
That's the East All-Stars starting center right there.
I know,
Bro.
and he's a great
Put
player.
some respect. Put some respect on his name.
I love Bam
Yeah,
Adebayo.
he also scored the least amount of points in the game and barely and he might have played besides LeBron the least amount of minutes. Actually, that's not true.
No,
Never mind.
him,
He did
Brunson,
score
and
the least
Max.
amount of points.
That's the West. Yeah,
Yeah.
can we see the East? There we go.
No,
I know.
Trey Young played the least amount of time.
In the East, yeah. But he had the least amount of points by both teams. So let's stop talking about Bam Adebayo for a
Yeah,
second.
because
The
he
only
only
reserve
shot that
was
one. He only shot 1-3.
no. Yeah, he shot 1 3. He also shot like two regular shots and missed them both. Anyway,
I
that's
know
beside the point.
because
Point
he's
is,
cracked.
Karl Anthony Towns led all scorers with 50 points. But how we were talking about earlier, oh wow, 50 points, that's a lot. They were all like he shot a lot of 3-pointers, but a lot of them were layups. Like you would just drive in and you would have no defense and you just lay the ball in, oh, quick 50 points. Now, all that to say, the problem with the All-Star game is that no one's playing defense, right, Oscar?
Yeah.
As as your brothers proclaim me, the Deagle. I still don't know how that one came about, but
Yeah.
yeah, clearly what we're seeing here is there's no defense being played, and it's not even just no defense. There's no effort, and there's no respect for the game. Honestly, the players are just out there because they have to be. So
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
some of them would rather just be sitting on the bench the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean LeBron did because he's a little injured, so he wanted to
Okay,
get
but
things going.
that's different, man. LeBron has been there like 22 times. Like,
Yeah, a record 20 times. This was his 20th All-Star game,
There was
and that's a record.
97 three-pointers shot on the East.
Yeah,
exactly. I
That's
think
wild.
and the yeah,
And
it
they
is
made
wild.
43. That's crazy.
Yeah,
There
and you
was
can see like they put up
one free throw.
146 shots, and there were only 2 blocks and 1 block for the East. Like it was just, it was not, it was not fun.
Well, clearly, I mean, okay, first of all, clearly the refs were definitely not calling fouls because there was only 3 fouls called during the whole game. Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, and also
Well, I mean,
points
why?
in the
Okay, but
paint.
why is that? Because no one was playing defense.
Yeah, exactly. Again, I feel like, you know, as we were talking about this before earlier today, uh, I definitely think there has to be incentive for the All-Star game, like how they used to before. Winner would get their home court advantage for their conference side representing them in the finals.
Yeah,
Uh,
I like
you
that
know,
idea.
again, there has to be some sort of incentive for the players because, of course, players that are here in the All-Star game, of course, most of them are on teams that have contention and make it to the playoffs and make it deep in the playoffs and make it to the finals. So, hey, like let's say it was
I agree. I agree. I
if it
agree. I
if it
agree.
was
I
the
agree.
if
I
it was
agree.
the Heat and Nuggets that were in the finals this year and the East won, the Heat would have home court advantage. That's
Even
an
yeah.
incentive. That's nice. Players should do that. And I know they do that in the MLB or they used to.
Yeah, they
Um
did it up until 2016, and then 2017 was the first year they stopped doing that, and then coincidentally, bang bang, Astros win the World Series. But anyway,
cheaters. Trash
yeah.
What
trash
a bunch of
players.
cheaters.
Well, anyway,
Fastball.
uh, I like Mark's idea. I think having the winner host or be the home court advantage for the
Finals would be cool.
for the
Yeah, and you know
finals.
what?
Yeah.
That's good. I think that's good because at that point, those are two elite teams that can steal road games, and they're probably two elite teams that are probably going to have all stars who played in the All Star game.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly.
So
And then they're gonna want to try, and they're actually gonna want to play,
no,
so they
definitely,
can.
definitely. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I like that idea. That's a good idea. So yeah,
Hope we get
great
that.
idea,
I
That'd
mean,
be
Mark.
nice.
I think that's pretty much it for the All Star game. If you guys wanted to add anything else before we go.
I think that was it. I think it's been a pretty good pod.
I mean,
Just
if I could add,
hopefully
maybe
things get more exciting now that the NBA season has finally started. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
there's 27 more games left, basically for each team now, as we come back from the All-Star break, and if we go to the standings, some things are close. You have
very very close. Yeah.
yeah, you have. I mean, besides the Celtics leading the East by like 6 games, besides that, from 2 to 7 or 2 to 8, they're all within 6 games. In the West, everyone from 1 to 8 is within 8 games. You know,
So yeah, in the
some
East you got the Celtics in first, 43 wins, 12
yeah,
losses, and the Cavs in second with 36. And after that, everyone's within a game or two from the
exactly.
3 seed all the way to no,
To the 8 seed.
the 2 and 3 seed are a game apart from each
Two
other.
and
But then
three,
from the 4 seed down to more or less the
the
eight
eight
seed,
seed.
yeah, everyone
It's
is a
everyone's within
game.
a game apart.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, in the West, it's basically almost the same exact thing. You have 3 teams. You have 2 teams right now with 32 wins. 33 wins. You have 2 teams right now with 36 wins. One team with 37, and the Wolves atop the
yeah. They're
West
all
with
really close
39.
to each other.
All I'm saying is, if things were to end and the standings in these order right now. You got the Heat and the Cavs in the first round. I'm liking that. You know what I'm saying? I'm liking that.
Yeah, I agree.
It's so exciting. Definitely a time where a
Oh
lot of
man.
these teams need to lock
Hey,
in.
Knicks, we'll see you in the second round again, huh?
Hey Miles, you guys are we're beating you
Mr.
guys.
Baker, I'll see you again this year.
I want to give a shout out David Kirkpatrick, the GOAT, Coach K,
Oh
Raider
my
Nation baby, represent.
Raiders.
Raiders.
NFL season's gone.
All right, boys. I
Well,
think it's been a good pod. Mark, sign us
absolutely.
off.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. Fortunate that NFL season is really over, but way more content coming in for you guys soon with baseball and of course some
The
soccer,
NBA,
NBA, baseball. A lot of fun things. We'll keep you guys posted.
the Champions League, yeah.
We
Second
hope
round of the round of 16 coming
you
up
already know.
soon.
We hope you guys enjoy
Yep.
your Saturday night. I hope you guys get it right. You bet we are. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Toodles.
Oh my god.
Poodles. All right, guys. We'll see you on next week.